Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Nick. And we're half of the band, the Wiitles. And today we're going to give you a little run through, show you how the patch works that we built for the band. So if you want to, just come along with me. Alright, so we have the Wiitles patch here. This is the top of it, which is just 4 sub-patches. We're going to go through the vocal patch today. So I'm going to click on our sub-patch and bring up our vocal patch, which you can see the signal coming in right here from our analog to digital converter coming through input 1. And what we have here is we have our direct signal, we have a pitch shift, a delay, amplitude modulation, and a vocoder. And this is all controlled from the Wiimote. So we use the aka.Wii-remote patch, which was built by, as you can see here, Masayuki Akamutsu. And so these are the controls that he built, which are very extensive for the Wii remote. So we're going to connect up our Wii remote real quick. Ryan, if you hit 1 and 2 for me. So we're going to hit connect. And we have information coming in from our from the Max window here. You can see the accelerometer data coming right in, and we have the Metro set up here, which is feeding the LCD output. We have the infrared, and we also have the nunchuck controller and the classic controller, so the joysticks for that, and then the accelerometer and joystick for that. And hit some buttons for us here. You can see the buttons coming in here for the, these are increase, decrease amounts for that. And so what we have here up on the performance patch here is controls from the Wiimote coming down, so like for our pitch shift, so Ryan, do you want to give us a little demo of the pitch shift? All right, and as you can see, hitting left will bring that up and down. You want to do the home button for us real quick? And as you can see, hitting the home button control, the accelerometer data coming in from the Wiimote patch is what's controlling the XY coordinates from the accelerometer is what's hitting the 2 pitch shifts. And then moving right along, we have the delay here, which is controlled by the right button. You want to give us a little sample of that, Ryan?
So I hit the right directional on the Wiimote, and it turns on and off. The delay turns on and off. And as I hit the plus and minus arrows, I control the feedback. And if I get enough, I can get a loop that allows me to layer. And turn it off very simply by pressing the directional again.
All right, and then the plus minus here controls the feedback amount, which is feeding into, pull up our delay real quick, which is feeding our tap out back into our tap in, creating a delay that is feedbacked. Then moving right along here, we have our amplitude modulation, which we don't have any control of the actual amount of modulation from the Wii remote, just whether it's on or off, which is controlled by the down button. So Ryan, you want to give us a little example?
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Wiitle!
Alright, and moving right along past that, we have let's get rid of that amplitude modulation here. We got the vocoder, which is set up for a filter queue of 12, which is basically the queue for the filters that are filtering the sounds coming in into whether they're vowels or consonants, and the vowels are modular or responded with the pulse period, pulse width, and the noise threshold is the consonants, which is the white noise generation of the consonants. So you want to give us a little vocode action?
La la la, I need my pocket calculator. I need my pocket calculator. I need my pocket calculator.
Alright, so you can see the signal coming in from the vocoder, and that's controlled by, we put a MIDI input into it so that we could make sure that we're in key. For Robot Love, we're in the key of B for our vocoder, which sends a 4.05 to our pulse period. which can be changed. We have it load banging into a 4.05, but it can change here. And so you can see that all the controls from the Wiimote, from the aka.Wii Remote Patch and Max are what is being used to control the various parameters that we've built for our vocal machine. So with our know-how in building process, along with the aka.Wii Remote Patch, which can be found on Cycle74's website, we created the vocal patch for the Wiimotes.
Yeah.
So that was a look into the vocal patch for the Wiitles, which is definitely the most complicated of them all. Next time we'll be looking at the drums, guitar, and the bass, because they all work fairly similarly to each other. So I hope you enjoyed this brief look into the Wiitles.